Greetings and welcome to the workshop. It's so cold in here, and I bet you're warm watching this. It is great to have you with us. Yes, winter has finally shown itself in the UK. It is absolutely freezing outside currently, and you can see the clock there. It's about 11:30 in the morning, and it's currently about -4 outside still, and I've managed to warm the workshop up to about 4 degrees, but it's still absolutely freezing in here because obviously all the machines are big metal objects and they're holding the cold. So as I'm stood here, the heater's over there blowing at me, but the cold temperature coming off both of the machines, my legs are freezing. Anyway, we're going to try and persevere and get a video done. There's a couple of more bits to finish off on the cylinders before I can paint them, and yeah, I'm just going to do some bits really as it's so cold, because I don't know how much I can bear of being in here because it's that cold. Hopefully the heater will get the room a little bit warmer and make it a bit more bearable, but as far as actually laying paint on the cylinders, I don't think we're going to get that done until it's warmed up a bit, because yeah, paint's not going to dry in this, not at all, which is a pain because I'd really like to get them on the frames and show everybody, because that would be quite exciting. And yes, you'll have to excuse the brightly coloured jacket, because this is actually the warmest jacket I own. If you've ever worn one of these style of jackets, especially in the UK, they're really warm because they're designed for people working out on the roads. The jacket is warm, my legs are not, the jacket is warm. Now, our valve buckles, which are in a previous episode, if you've not seen the video, then I will put a link in the description to the video on the machining of these valve buckles, but we never got these finished. So we need to put this hole through here, which is a reamed hole, which on this it's for 3/8, but we're going to do it for 10mm because the stainless steel rod I've got is 10mm. And on the other side, which means we're going to have to do some machining on the rod, but it doesn't matter, we're going to put a 3/8 by 26 TPI threaded hole in this end. Right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a hole in somehow and then tap it and then go defrost in the freezer. I've got the DTI against this back face, and I'm quite happy with that. That seems reasonable to me. Now I'm just going to check this top one, and I bet that's out now. So the thing with a lot of these setups is it takes longer to do the setup. Ooh. What's that? Half a thou? Right, I don't think I'm going to get it any closer than that. There we are. No going back now, is there? Now, if you remember what this is from the what's happening in 2025, then you will know that this is a reverse countersink, and this is the perfect job to show you how this works. So it goes through the hole, and then we have to put the countersink bit on the end. Not the easiest in this tight space. Right, so make sure it's tightened all the way on. Then we press go. And gently lift up. And it takes the burr off. Just like that. And then, oh, we might, oh there we are. Thought I might need a spanner. Beautiful. And then the top one, we just use a normal countersink. Beautiful. Right, let's tap that hole. It's a 3/8, but I can't read if it's 26 TPI, so 26 TPI is Whitworth. That fits in there quite nicely, so that's 26. So I can now put that in there and tap that bottom bit. Well, when I say that it's a Whitworth, it's for this, it's a Whitworth, which is also 26 TPI brass. Which is very common in model engineering and steam engines and such. It's a very fine thread, so you've got adjustment on the rod. Are we going to get through? We're very close. Right, that's as far as I can go. Right, get it with that. And we are through. That should be it. There we are. So we'll do the rod 10mm, and then this last section of it we'll turn down to 3/8 and put the 26 TPI thread on. Now, if you're enjoying this episode of me freezing myself in the workshop to bring you content, and you haven't done already, then how's about clicking the subscribe button down below and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when we next have a video where hopefully I'm not freezing. And if you really like the video, don't forget to click the like button, and that will help me defrost and help the video spread around to like-minded folks with exceedingly good taste, just like your good self. If you're one of those awesome people who has donated to the channel via the link in my description or by the super thanks, then thank you very much. You are an absolute star. Everything that you donate is going back into the channel. Thank you very much for all those that have donated to the channel. And don't forget, you could donate too. Let's get back to the video so I can go inside and warm up. Let's go. So we've got the cylinders with the valve chest clamped to the milling machine using our trusty clamping device. And as you'll see on the top, I've got a couple of bigger nuts holding the top down. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, why have I got it clamped to the milling machine like this? Well, one of my friends, Chris, said something to me about my valve chests I'd not thought of, and it's quite common. If, for example, you ever want to take off your valve chest cover to make some adjustments to the valve inside, you're unclamping not just the cover, but the chest, which could knock or tweak the seal or gasket that will be between the two and possibly cause a steam leak. So the common answer to that is to put a couple of bolts in, well, cap head bolts near the corners to hold the chest firmly down. This is not to hold the chest down for steam, this is literally to hold the chest down so when you take the cover off, the valve chest isn't going to move. So I thought that was a cracking idea. I've got myself some M6 cap head bolts. We're going to put one in the corner here and one in the corner over here. And that should hold the chest down. And I've gone for stainless so they don't rust in the hole. So we're going to put a couple of holes in and countersink them. Not countersink them, counterbore them. But I'll probably have to use a milling cutter for that because I don't think I have a counterbore for one of those. So yeah, let's put some holes in. So I found the middle of here. I'm quite sure that's what I used when I did these. But without watching the video, I can't actually remember. And looking at my drawing, I scribbled lots of figures. So I know where things are. So I can't go right to the corner because obviously we have a weld running there and I'm not drilling through a weld. So I'll come in here, which will be fine, and down here there is no steam passages or anything directly below that, so I know that we're fine. And then again over here we'll just replicate the same figures, I think. Now, I think this might be where we fall into a problem. M6 is 5mm hole, is it not? Now, the question is a 5 going to be long enough? I think we'll just make it. That's not in properly. That's better. What I want to do is I want to go through and just mark the cast, so I need to set my quill stop. So that's 1.75. We'll go down. I'll go down to 8.5. It should take us, yes, that should give us quite enough. Right, that's set, let's go. It's that cold, my cutting fluid's stiff. Right, see what happens there. That's into the cast, that I think. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do, take that out, is I'm just going to start the 6mm. I'm not going to go all the way through. I'm just going to take it down a bit, and then I'll finish it off on the pillar drill, and then I'll counter bore it, and then that's this one done. Well, that side done. I'll do. I might have actually hit the cast there, never mind. Right, so I'll swap to a 10mm slot cutter. We need to go down. We'll go down 0.28, I think. Oh, might as well round it up. 0.3. 0.3, then it gives us clearance. And I've set it for the Z-axis, so we're going to use the Z-axis to do this. Let's see. I don't know if this might be too fast. There we are, 0.3. Head of that now should sit below, well below, when that goes in there. Right, I'll get this other corner done, and then we can take this off and tap the cylinder.
Much later.
I'm going to take this cover off now. I have set this drill here to the top of here, and then I've set the quill to the depth that I want. So yeah, we'll take this off. And then what I can do is I can take these studs out. Now on this side it's going to go straight through because obviously it's hollow behind here. And I bet you lot freak when I put my finger there then. There we are. As predicted, it's gone through. Right, we'll do the other one. Right, get the hoover and hoover that up. Let's take them all out, aren't I? Well, that's that one gone. Suppose it can't go any further. Well, this is where it probably doesn't go back together again now. So you should, hopefully, go in here. Cold fingers, and they're low enough that the cover can go on and not be affected. Beautiful. And this will not come off. A great idea. So there we go, they're done. That now, like I said, will stop these coming apart when we take the lids off if we ever need to adjust the valve. It won't break the seal. We've also got the bronze pieces done with the hole in and the thread. We just need to do the rod for that, and then that piece is pretty much ready. Fingers crossed, there's nothing else left to do. It's now get some paint on these pieces. I need to sandblast the chest and the cover before I do that, but the rest of it should come up alright with a bit of Scotch-Brite. Yeah, I think we're ready for paint for those, and then we can crack on with the piston and all the bits expanding out from it once we get it bolted on the locomotive, which I cannot wait for. We'll leave that here for this one. I am absolutely frozen. I'm going to go inside and defrost. Hopefully it'll be a bit warmer for the next video. So with that, laters. Right, that's it. I'm going inside. It's too cold.